Oh, Gumi, you really fucked up. Gumi, you really fucked. Gumi, you really fucked. Gumi, you really fucked up. Welcome. Nox will not allow me to capture this window with OBS for whatever reason, so we're gonna have to use monitor capture. Oh well. Anyways, this is a video from someone who's been playing this game since virtually from release, who spent a pretty decent amount of money in this game, and the state of FFBE in general right now, and some things I want to talk about just because it's kind of hard to keep quiet. I'm impelled to talk about this when it's something I've sunk a lot of money into and sunk a lot of time into, and essentially I'm seeing it being flushed down the toilet, and I feel like if I can even make the tiniest voice heard, then I'll be doing some good for the game. But anyways, I'm going to try to keep this very quickly, just address some things very quickly. I want to give an overview of where the game is right now and where it's going. Currently, it's my opinion that this game is on its deathbed, essentially. And I say that because almost everyone I know, 20 to 30 people, almost none of them play this game anymore. It's been a thing for almost a year at this point. Views for this game on YouTube are going down tremendously. There's no new content whatsoever that's really relevant. The last thing we had was the Mad Doll, which came out 144 days ago. The community's opinion has been soured. We're very jaded because Gumi has just been fucking us repeatedly for the past 2 years. They've been good too, don't get me wrong. They made good choices, but they made so many bad choices that it's very hard not to have a sour taste in your mouth, Gumi. So, very quickly, I'll go over some issues that I would personally like to see addressed that I think have been outstanding and there in the game for a long goddamn time. So, very quickly, I'll go over it. First, I really don't understand why, if you've already beaten a trial, why do you have to spend lapis and energy to beat it again? That makes no sense to me. I've already gotten all the achievements. Please let me play it again for free. I don't think that's crazy to ask at all. At this point, the only thing keeping me playing this game is the fact that I'm going to beat these trials again with different units. I beat it with A Fry, now I want to beat it with Elisperis, now I want to beat it with Barrow, now I want to beat it with, A2, yada yada yada. That's what keeps me in. And even at this point, I'm playing less because of it. Another big issue I have with the game is, of course, the massive amounts of bugs. I'm pretty sure many YouTubers have already talked this to death. The friend system is absolutely fucked. So many times I want to, and this is such an important thing because if you're not a whale, the way you beat this game is you rely on your whale friends. That's how you do it. I would say that maybe at least a third of the trials in this game I was only able to beat by people I found in the FFBE Discord, And there's issues. Sometimes I click on a friend, sometimes it just says there's no data for it. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Most of the time it'll say, sometimes let's say I want to use a certain friend to go into a trial. If they change their equipment, then I can't go into that trial with their friend and they disappear from the friend list. They just fucking disappear. Sometimes I have to spend 20 minutes restarting my game. Sometimes even I'll just wait 2 or 3 hours just to see them back because the game doesn't update. There's so many games that have update features for friends list that I don't understand why we don't have that. Like, why? Second thing is multiplayer. I don't get why we don't have multiplayer in Arena. Arena is fucking boring. There's nothing. I haven't played Arena in over a year. There's no reason to play it. I'll go in there and do 1 battle a week just to get on the rankings. And at this point, that's all I need to do to get on the rankings. Almost no one even plays Arena anymore, and that really shows you what kind of state this game is in with its player base. There's just less people playing. I always go on my friends list, more and more people being inactive for a while, and I can't really blame them. And these are people who used to be whales, people who would always have the next top unit. Compare that to my experience in Fate Grand Order or Fire Emblem Heroes. I mean, that rarely ever happens. People keep playing those games. I keep seeing engagement. I keep seeing, their community is way happier than our community. They don't have these same issues. Same with Girls Frontline. I mean, it's like this whole game is we're just latching onto it, but we're not getting the same reciprocity from Gumi. It's like they're just like saying, and seeing how far we'll actually stay there with them. It's ridiculous. Some other thing I don't like is the lack of content. Like I said, it's been over a third of a year since the last trial. Please just give us something to work off of, like anything that I can just use my units for. I have no reason to pull. And that kind of takes into the I guess the main crux of what I'm trying to say here is that I don't think Gumi cares. And I don't think Square Enix really cares about this game nor its player base. I think that we're being milked in a very similar way kind of to what happened with Brave Frontier, where they kept slowly power creeping, but they had all these limited time units and all these units. How many units have been limited time now? So many. And the first time we get these non-limited time units, it's Myra, which is decent, I guess, but same with A Fry. And A Fry is great, but thing is, like, when I got her in December, there's nothing that I needed A Fry to beat. Nothing came out that I expected I would need A Fry to beat. So in a sense, it's like me getting that prize from FanFest, it didn't even matter because I could have just pulled it for her right now, even though I do appreciate it. But essentially, that's kind of what I see is the main prognosis of this game is that it's dying, and it's just going to keep dying unless a massive overhaul has happened. Honestly, they need to hire more people, and I don't think it's very difficult to hire a few more software programmers. You could even hire junior software programmers. I doubt you need to spend more than $60K a year or $80K a year to pay someone, who can really understand your APIs and work with the game and just code at least multiplayer. You can do that if you spend the resources on it. And if you do spend the resources on it, you're gonna have more players that want to come play your game. It's like, for me, I'd be spending hundreds of dollars on this game like I did before if I just had a reason to. Essentially, if someone's gonna slap me in the face like this all the time, why am I gonna give them any money? I have no reason to. So my wallet's personally been closed for over 5 months now, and it's not gonna open anytime soon until I see them actually start to care about us. Even communication would help so much. Just hire a community manager who actually cares. Pay him a decent salary. Communicate with Square Enix about this. There's nothing else I can say. I'm not just losing faith in Gumi. I'm losing faith in Square Enix as a company and the Final Fantasy brand. How am I going to have respect and keep spending money on this company which sees me as a cash cow? So essentially, those are my gripes with FFBE. I really hope they get changed soon, and I really hope that this game can go back to any of its former glory. Thank you for listening, and have a good one.